In this video, we are going to discuss displacement. Displacement is a vector quantity. The scalar equivalent is distance. So let me draw a diagram initially. We're going to have our initial position and our final position. And let's say we're taking a meandering walk through the woods. So we're walking. This red line I've drawn here will be the actual distance. So this will be the distance traveled. So if I asked you for the distance, you'd actually have to measure that path that you walked. But displacement is essentially the change in position. So we would take the final position minus the initial position. So displacement is as the crow flies. So this here would be your displacement. So this means that we would define displacement as the change in position. So your displacement is equal to the final position minus the initial position. Now let me expand a little bit on the symbol I've indicated means displacement. I'm using a D to represent displacement, so the D actually means displacement. Later on, once we get into topic 3, I will replace that with an X or a Y to be more specific about the direction of the motion. This delta here, this is an uppercase delta, and it's always going to stand for take final minus initial. So you're going to see that delta appear multiple times throughout the semester. And whatever variable is next to it, you need to subtract the final minus the initial of it. I've also drawn an arrow above the symbol. And the reason I've done that is to indicate that it's a vector quantity. There are multiple ways to indicate vector quantities, but the easiest way to do it when you're handwriting something is to put an arrow above the variable. And no, I'm not expecting you to be perfect with drawing your vector arrows. You'll see as we progress through the semester that I'll get lazy about it as well. But I do want to initially start out by being clear about what's a vector and what's not a vector. And displacement, since it's a position difference essentially, it's going to have units of meters.